time off. Just what's it been like to process what happened here at Iowa and then be back here today?
Well, it's been fun looking back on this whole past year and everything that's been able to happen. But just the journey we went on, I think reflecting back on my entire career, whether the beginning when I didn't play in front of anybody to the very end where we went to our second Final Four, second national championship game, and just how much things changed, not only for our program, but how much things changed for women's basketball in my time here. So just very grateful and fortunate, and it's kind of a weird feeling coming back here and not being able to play, but it's just really exciting time still for this program. I'm very fortunate to be a part of it, and feel very lucky that a lot of my former teammates and former coaches are here and able to support me, and a lot of friends and family. So I'm just really lucky.
Jeff. Caitlin, as an alum, as a fan, what's your take on this year's team? How do you see this team?
Oh, asking me the tough questions. No, I think they're definitely a younger group. I think the freshman class to me is what's really exciting. I think they've been ones you can tell they're freshmen. They're going to be inexperienced at times, but you learn through that and you grow through that. And really just proud of this coaching staff. I don't think people always at times give them the grace that they deserve. Losing 5 seniors or 6 seniors, whatever the number was, losing our head coach, and then losing Coach Fitz, which a lot of people don't talk about too often. And Coach Fitz was a person that, she did the scouts. She watched games, 8 games, or she was working ahead on things. She was Coach Bluder's kind of right-hand person, and, she never got a lot of the credit. So, that's a big loss too. But just proud of this coaching staff. Like, they've stayed resilient in the moments that have been kind of tough for them so far. But, this program's in a really good spot. You have a great young group. And you have, a couple of juniors that are going to be back next year that are really good. And then obviously the class that we have coming in too is really good as well. So the program is in a really good spot.
Blake.
Caitlin, a lot of these big milestone emotional moments you were playing in a game, because you're not playing, because you know what this is going to be like. Do you feel like you're able to let yourself feel the emotions a little bit more?
Yeah, and I feel like I already have kind of today. Like, you kind of just have like those butterflies in your stomach when you like walk in here. Not so much for a basketball game now, but obviously just to be around everybody and to enjoy this environment. I think it's definitely, you are a little bit more vulnerable. I don't have to go and compete for 40 minutes, even though I wish maybe I could. But certainly, I think it will definitely be a little bit more emotional that I don't have to compete and go play for 40 minutes.
Chad.
Caitlin, you watch this team from afar. What do you hope that Iowa women's basketball is? This is kind of a big turning day. What do you hope Iowa women's basketball can become? The recruits that are here.
Yeah.
What do you think that this can become after Caitlin?
Yeah, well, I guess I just reflect on the class that graduated, and I would say the thing we're probably the most proud of, looking at like myself and Kate and Gabby and even like Monica and McKenna when they graduated, is just the culture that we had here. It's not so much the winning. The winning came because of the great culture that we had. And for me, I hope that's the thing that always stays intact, and I know it will because of the great coaching staff we have and the type of players that they recruit. That was the reason we were good. It wasn't because we had a ton of really, really skilled players. We had players that were selfless. We have players that you didn't care how many points you were going to score. They're going to do whatever they could for their teammates. They're going to hold their teammates accountable. And I think that's a lost art in college these days. Like, you don't always see that. And I think that's what makes Iowa women's basketball what it is. It's just the culture piece. And I know that will carry on, and that's what I hope to see as well.
Scott.
Outside of anybody in the political arena and maybe your Chiefs BFF, nobody's faced more scrutiny in the last 18 months than you.
Yeah.
What have you learned about yourself going through, whether it's adversity on the floor, off the floor, and in the last 18 months, and how have you applied that to make you a better person?
I think it's just life. Everybody goes through some of the same stuff that I've gone through, and a lot of people go through a lot worse. And I just try to remind myself every single day, like, how grateful I am to be in the position that I am. And, I try to treat everybody the same way that, that I would want to be treated. And I think it just speaks to the way I was raised and my parents raised me. There's going to be good days, there's going to be bad days. Girls are fired up. I hope that's good. But yeah, I think it's just, you go with the flow a little bit. Obviously I think having a good circle around me and having a small circle around me of people that I really trust, and those are the people that you can always count on and lean on, is what's been so important for me over the past year. But also, like, I've said this before, like, I feel like one of my greatest skills is, like, I really don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, I believe in myself, I'm confident in myself, I'm confident in my teammates. I try to instill that in them. I'm confident in the coaching staff, on whatever team I was on, whether that was here, whether that's at the Fever now. And you just rely on those people, and, you know, nobody gets to step inside of your locker room, whether it was here at Iowa or whether it was, you know, with the Fever now. Like, everybody thinks they know everything and have an answer, but that's just not reality, and that goes for all of professional sports, and really that goes for all of you as well and people in life.
Time for two more. We'll go to Owen and then Mike.
Caitlin, it's been a couple months since they announced this was going to be the day that you had your jersey retired. Can you just tell me about some of the emotions either leading up to today and what you're feeling maybe now, today especially, knowing that nobody's ever going to wear 22 again here at Iowa?
Yeah, well, I think first of all, I feel very lucky and fortunate because there's also been a lot of really good players to wear this number in this program, whether Sam Logic, Kathleen Doyle, and those two specifically have been very supportive of myself over my career. So just thanks to them more than anything. And I think once you like hear the day and it's like, oh, your jersey's getting retired this day, it's like, oh, okay. But like when the day like approaches very fast, you don't have as much time to prepare for everything that's going to be involved in it. But you know, I just am fortunate to come back here. I honestly thought I would be back in Iowa City a lot more than I've been able to be over the, you know, since I've left. This is only really my second time back here. The other time was when we got our rings on the field. So it's just fun for me to come back and like just say thank you to everybody that poured so much into me and allowed me to be great, whether that's, you know, the social media people, whether that's the marketing team, whoever it is that made me look really good at times. So just like making sure I say thank you to all of them, because none of that happens without all of those people pouring themselves into our team and our program every single day.
Last one, Mike.
Thank you. Your current team has made some interesting moves the last few days. How do you feel about what your roster suddenly looks like?
I'm excited. Obviously, you know, we made some great moves. I think, you know, Kelly and Amber and the whole, you know, Fever organization are, you know, they're helping us win now, and I think that's really important. I think they're putting really good pieces together that are gonna, you know, complement each other really, really well. And then obviously Steph taking over as head coach for us, I think is gonna be really great, a great basketball mind, somebody that had actually called quite a few of my college games. So being able to build that relationship with her and just be in the gym and work on things that she probably saw when I was a freshman in college and was like, oh, that girl still can't make a left-handed layup. We're still working on that, but no, it's just exciting times. And I think you look around the WNBA and that goes for, you know, all 13 teams now. And, you know, there's real trade and there's real activity and there's fun free agency to follow. And that's what's making people so excited about it. That's going to attract more people to our league, is you get to follow these storylines. So it's really exciting, and I'm, you know, looking forward to next year.
Thanks, Kate.